Previously on the other episode you might have missed. So we had to do classic 80s TV cars from TV shows, and I was helping the insurance investigator, and I picked the perfect vehicle, as I did. So I got my vehicle and transferred it to Miami Vice. Yeah, that 80s classic TV. I pursued the gimp in his car and I scared him.
Wait on, no you didn't. Alright, continue advice. This vehicle spawns at 12 o'clock during the day, and you can get this vehicle done up like that classic 80s TV what I used to watch. Yeah, you all know what it is.
Wait on, you can't do that vehicle like that at all.
Wait on, you did a vehicle and it was completely different.
Wait on, fellas, I'm sure that he based this on the Lethal Weapon series. What's in the 2000s? Not the 80s Miami Vice vehicle. No, I didn't. I mean, I didn't make it like crazy as like a box. No, it's crazy like a fox. Well, his vehicle was a bag of rubbish and broke down, and I pursued the gimp, and I scared him so much that he didn't come on the show, but he will. I'll make sure of that. I ain't got a clue what's going on there. It looks like a damn gone lot of bunch of cheating so-and-sos. So let's get back to the original challenge we're meant to be doing.
No, I remember that you definitely had the Lethal Weapon car because you was on about Mel Gibson and all that lot.
No, I definitely was talking about John Johnson and all that lot. No, I think definitely you was then other sir when you were mentioning Mel Gibson, then the Legion got brought into it. And I told you not to be blasphemous on Jesus.
Well, I've got some more facts on that. Jesus has 2 billion followers, but his actual name was Yeshua in Hebrew. That is modern name Joshua. So the name Jesus was Isis in Greece from Yeshua, but close English to Greek translation is Jesus. Also looking into Jesus further, there's a Gospel of Thomas removed from the Bible known as Gospel of Infancy about Jesus' childhood. That includes things like Jesus blowing up a snake when he was only 2, Jesus was brushed up against by another child, and the Gospel said Jesus was provoked and said unto him, Thou shalt not finish thy course. Then the child immediately fell down and died. So there isn't a huge discrepancy or change between the Old Testament and New with this other Gospel. So it is a bit like Father like Son was made clear in this removed book, but it also included tall tales of young Jesus fighting hordes of dragons that tried to kill Mary. Also, many believe Jesus, Joshua, his original name was, an only child. This Gospel mentioned his unnamed sisters and Mary and Joseph's 4 sons, James, Simon, Judas, not the same Judas that betrayed Jesus, and Mark. Also a large family. Also not a poor family like a lot of people think, as they were named carpenters. This came under the word tekton, meaning art, artisan, architect, so a middle-class family. By his 20s, Jesus had married Mary Magdalene and had 2 children. This sounds a little familiar, as it was a popular book plot in the Da Vinci Code. But evidence proved this not to be a huge jump in imagination, found in 2016. So in short, was Jesus' childhood and early 20s removed from the modern Bible? When and why I didn't research into too deeply due to this being a car show. But to cover other bits of myths around Jesus I discovered in my research, here's 7 more interesting facts. Jesus had 70 disciples altogether, but they all spread across many different nations, so there wasn't a lot of books done on them all. Jesus was born in a house, unlike the nativity story of the barn. 3. Jesus in art is inaccurate, with white skin, but from being Hebrew Jewish descent, living in the Middle East would have been dark skinned or tanned, not pearly white. 4. Jesus rising from the dead isn't unique in Christianity, as there's 12 separate cases from the Bible people rising after death. So not so special Christmas miracle.
What the hell is
5. Outside of the Bible, it's even less unique, as Hindus had a free Holy Trinity before Christianity was founded.
Never mind that. But
And
the thing
6.
is,
Hindus
though,
also
let's
had a
see some
holy
time
son born
trials
into
with the
carpentry.
GIMP on the
And
best
7.
automatic
Egyptians,
test track.
Cyrus was a miraculous birth who went on to die a horrible death to be the gatekeeper to the afterlife. So, as you can see, there's quite a few familiarities in these religions. So, gentlemen, in short, do your research before talking about any subject, especially cars, as that's the show's topic. Plus, this marvellous technological advancement of the internet research has become super easy, as all sources are available in your home or on the go. There's no need to track down physical sources, but also make sure it's reliable and true, like this Caravan Weekly article sound like fake news, so double check before reporting on this show.
What do you mean I'm not one of my damn gone full facts? There is a true religion about the V8 God, and everyone very well knows that was in Caravan Weekly. Yeah, that's right, yeah, right. I mean, I noticed that we'll be nice and polite and let her babble on, didn't we, fellas? But we are meant to be helping her to talk to the game by having a new challenge, or, well, introducing motors.
That motor looks familiar.
Well, yeah, we'll let the GIMP have the keys to, Captain Know-It-All's garage, and we're trying out these motors for, test speeding them. Like our fellow American was saying, but she was speaking through it all.
Yeah, well, we're not allowed to interrupt her, are we?
Oh yeah, we're not, are we? So, oh, there we go, he got first place, 1 minute, 17 seconds there. Not bad, quite impressive, innit?
Yeah, but what we might be doing on this program?
Now for another new challenge. So we're going to get the rules right. What's happening over down there? I don't know. Hey, now to the new rules of the new challenge.
Train hopping challenge, tunnel to bridge. Time. Must pick a car that can hop to jump from the back to the front compartments of the train, then leap off the front before the bridge and start hopping onto the back of the train after the tunnel. Rule 1. Go past the bridge and still on the train, you're out. Rule 2. Not allowed to side hop to miss out train sections, or you're out. Rule 3. Fall off the train, you must hop on the back to the front in the same time to travel to the bridge. You lose that time or distance.
So we're going to put, what the hell is happening down there? I'm not too sure.
Just get on with it! Put the image on, come on!
As you can gather, I'm doing up my motor because I ain't got all that fancy stuff yet.
What's wrong with your other car?
No, I'm doing my supernatural car, alright? So, there I am, to spend that money.
Wait on! What's the kid doing on?
'cause I'm lending my motor to him.
Can't believe you just spent our budget on your car and you got one already.
No, I'm helping the insurance investigator, so I'm lending the motor to the gimp, and I don't know what he's actually doing near the garage with it, but you know. What's he spending the budget?
Oh, it's alright for you to spend the budget, but he's doing your car up nice for you.
Well, you doing nothing wrong with it in the first place. I mean, what's he done to it?
Looks like Princess Bubblegum paint job. Actually, I quite like it.
Oh, I don't.
Mr. Gimp, I still need to speak to you about the investigation, so please contact me via my office line to arrange a date and time suitable for us both, so we're not interrupting the show's challenges, or at least keeping it to a minimum amount of interference from the show's layout, please. Now let's get on with this challenge.
Yeah, well, don't like what he's done to my motor, what?
Never mind that.
Well, I like it.
Well, she would, wouldn't she? She's a girl.
Don't be nice. Oh yeah, we've got to talk nice and posh, haven't we? I mean, rather. Oh, look what he's done. Rather that he's missed. What a blunder that was.
Oh yes, it was, wasn't it? Oh, I can't be bothered with this posh talking because you're interrupting, talking about Jesus and stuff and that.
It's not Jesus. What she'd said. His name is Joshua. You know, based on the lethal weapon dude that nobody don't forget. Well, everyone remembers Mr. Joshua.
Let's get back to the challenge.
Well, yeah, but you mentioned Joshua in Lethal Weapon.
Not
Everybody
now.
doesn't remember the bad guy in it, you know, main guy. But everyone remembers the
challenge. I mean, look at that. He's landed that really well.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, like, you know, mate.
well, she was interrupting me. I had a good political point. That's why Mel Gibson, master did that Jesus film, that religious film.
Done another good jump there. Now another one, and you're not commenting on it. You're still going on about a past subject.
What do you mean past subject? You mentioned it.
Not now. I haven't.
Well, yeah, but what were the
Hey, look,
theory?
he's nearly at the front. He's doing really well.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, no.
Hey, he's at the
What's
front
wrong
now.
with that, fellas? Now, why are you interrupting the lady for?
Well,
Hey,
we're
he's
not.
done it. So that's how you meant to do it. So let's see how you guys get on.
As I was saying,
Oh, no. What?
right, you know the lethal weapon, Mr. Joshua. Nobody don't forget who he is, right? Nobody don't know the main bad guy's name. They'll forget him, right? Now I know one of my theories about was that the famous Jesus Christ superstar. Well, it's not. It's Mr. Joshua. So that's why Mel Gibson did that film, because it's Joshua. Don't be a bloody idiot. Why aren't we paying attention to what you lot are doing?
Ooh, that got on it really well there. Come on, you need to comment about the challenge.
I am Car.
Shut up, kid. You know, nobody want you to piping up. Anyhow, she's on about the challenge, isn't she?
Well, Car unfortunately slipped then, but at least Car's trying to get involved.
Yeah, well, that'd be cheating if he's using computers and all that lot. Not like my supernatural car. I've got fight demons and vampires and angels and God itself with my supernatural car.
Since when do you have to do all that? Anyhow, I'm not using any scanners and stuff and all that lot in it. You can do it itself.
Oh, so you're cheating again?
Well, you cheated having a complete different car.
No, I didn't. Fellas, this situation about Gary Boosty that you're on about. Now, Mel Gibson was fighting Jesus in Lethal Weapon. Is that what it was on about?
You're a loser.
No. Gary Busey was born on the 29th of June 1944. He is a prolific actor, appearing in over 150 films, including Lethal Weapon in 1987. But on December 4th, 1988,
Loser.
he was severely injured in a motorcycle accident, as he wasn't wearing a helmet. So his skull was fractured and doctors expected he had permanent brain damage. but then he had a bad cocaine overdose in 1995 alongside with the accident, made him become a strong Christian. But in 1997, regular nosebleeds turned out to be plum-sized cancerous tumour he had removed with success. However, whilst filming the second season of Celebrity Rehab in 2008, he referred to a psychiatrist as his brain injury had a great effect on him, as it removed mental filters to cause him to speak and act impulsively, with scandal and controversy before knowing it was due to his brain damage from the bike accident.
So Mel Gibson didn't hurt him at all then?
No, she's not on about that. Why do you keep ruining it all?
Well, could you keep coming out with all this important information? No, you're just a rubbish horse, you. Never mind, what do you mean? Oh. Hey there, fellas, now, as we're going to say, we're going to get back onto the original challenge. Okay?
You seem to ruin it all the time. Doing or interrupting that. You know, I can understand what the actual insurance investigator was getting at about presenting it, and he was ruining it. Yeah, because you knew you were gonna lose that challenge.
So, you lost it as well. You didn't do any better. You went over the bridge and all that lot.
So you were noticing, but we noticed that you didn't even do very well, did you?
That's right, hey, you did. That's why you keep babbling on about a load of rubbish. And you heard about Mel Gibson fighting the Lord and Almighty and all that lot. I wasn't. You were fighting Joshua. Jesus, well, his same name, innit? Oh, she didn't mean it like that. Yes, Sally, idiot. Oh, what do you mean? I was doing a good job, what? I've got good theories. People need to know these things, or what?
What they do need is about us doing a good job on this show, you know.
I agree. In fact, the producers have requested a clear winner from these challenges from now on, with a point system. Who has the most points at the end of the show's season will resolve mankind's greatest conflict. Who is the king of all presenters on the Best Automatic Show? And next season will consist of a title fighting champion and contenders to gain the King of Presenter title for ultimate bragging rights, and an incentive pay increase over the loser presenters' pay. That you're all currently paid the same wage at the moment, so the winner would gain more. This is in the hope you become more organised and professional presenters.
I'm already a professional, what?
Oh, but that's quite a good idea.
Don't you be sucking up to her.
I wasn't sucking up to her, I'm talking reasonable.
What makes a difference with you talking reasonable? You don't talk reasonable at all. You don't talk reasonable. I'm talking about Mel Gibson fighting a load of magic, as I just already said. That's damn gone right. These idiots are just idiots, aren't they? Yeah, bruv. I mean to protect you and all that, look. But I got to make sure that you're just making a mockery of this program. Or even my mate can do a better job at hosting this show. Alright, mate. And on that bouncing tire, it's time to end the show.
Bye, have a great time.
As you know, I am famous.